next dish that we're going to be making is green pie. And the recipe I've seen around, essentially you're just going to get some collard greens, red onion, and some rainbow Swiss chard. Let me grab that too. And here's your cheese. Again, a nice, I think this one's a Asiago. Well, no, this is a Romano. If I could have some help. There we go. Introduce my assistant here. Thank you, Anna. I think what we need to do is start taking the greens off the stalks. So, the mustard greens and the collard greens, you'll just rinse them off. Put the greens in that bowl. Now, the Swiss chard, the rainbow Swiss chard, the stalks are really, really delicious. So we're going to put the stalks of these with the red onion to saute and soften them first, and then we'll add the rest of the greens and fold them in. So super easy. You just grab it and just strip it down like that, and then we will wash these. Make sure there's no sand in our pie, because we don't have sand in our pie. At least I don't think they do. There we go. Okay, so let's get this onion in that oil. Now, a whole red onion. Alright, so now that we got our stems in here, we are going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, especially pepper. Onions love pepper. And let this kind of cook down. It needs to get really nice and soft. The stems, the red onions. We need to chop up all this stuff. So, can I get another glass bowl, please? I like that white one. If you want to get the cheese grater and grate this whole block of cheese. So we're going to keep chopping this up. Because we're dealing with greens, greens are notorious for sweating. Make sure that we're not, get that water out of there. That won't take long. And while we're waiting for our greens to sweat a little bit, we're going to start our pies. So you're just going to gently unroll this. There we go. And I'll take mine and just put it in my pie dish. Perfect. All right, I'm going to put these back in the pot, and now we're going to fold in our cheese. See how much water came out of it? I don't know if you guys can get a shot of this, but if you don't pull that out of these greens, you will not get this pie out of your dish. All right. Make sure your pot is still hot, because again, we're constantly trying to get the water out of these greens. And now, let's get this cheese. Now, we used a whole, I don't know what that was, almost a pound of cheese. Or Romano. Yeah, a whole package of it. But we're making 2 pies today. So, add this cheese. And this cheese also, we're using a hard cheese, so it does help absorb all the water. There we go. Okay. Get that cheese in there. Get this mixed up and melted. So we added our salt, our pepper, our oregano, We have our onion, our stems from our rainbow chard, and we added kale and mustard greens. All right, so let's bring this on over. And we are just going to, I'll show that spoon, I'll get a little on there. And we'll start moving up our pies. Look at that lot of cheese. That's going to be somebody's good bite. All right. And this will cook, again, 375 for about an hour. Cooking at home can be easy and can be fast. And I also want to thank my beautiful assistant, Anna, because there's a lot of chopping, and I will give you that to health food, but, I definitely think it's worth it. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Don't value.